Okay, so Miss Kimberly is going to do Remember When.
Okay. I feel very powerful to think of.
Brandon, can you turn it down just a little? Yeah, we can't get those lights back right now that the janitor shut off. I'm not chasing her down yet.
Okay. As many of you know, there is a ton of work involved by many parties that enable our team to be successful. Tonight you're seeing the show, the glam, the spotlight moment that these girls have worked so hard for. Here's an idea of what I mean. To the parents, there are no words to express our appreciation for all that you do. You are what makes us a well-oiled machine. Volunteering, fundraising, donations, supporting your twirler and helping with their routines, making sure they have what they need, the extra hair ties, the bobby pins, and the cheers when seeing someone accomplish something they've been working so hard at. To the twirlers, you balance homework, your social life, and other activities. You come to practice tired from a busy day or dirty and injured from track practice. But you still come happy to be with friends and to twirl your baton. You have all accomplished many milestones this season, from showing grace during scoring when it wasn't your day, to earning first place ribbons. From getting more bumps and bruises from many attempts of trying something more difficult, to the glory of finally catching your first one spin. From doing the same sequence over and over and over again, and still forcing a smile when asked to perform, to becoming involved with creating choreography if we hit a roadblock. We have seen you grow in so many ways and are all beautiful, intelligent young ladies. We are so very proud of you. And the coaches, what do? We spend hour after hour flooding each other's emails, making phone calls, and sitting through long Facebook chats to bounce ideas. Our husbands can vouch for this.
Thank God we don't charge us by the message. That's all I can say.
To bounce ideas for costumes, hairstyles, songs, choreography, lineups, fundraisers, practice plans, motivational tools, and team building. We come to practice after work with smiling faces and big dreams for the girls. We put so much time and energy into working with not just our daughters, but yours as well. We've practically become a family. Why do we do all of these crazy things? It's simple. We love to twirl. So with all the moments from blood, sweat, tears, to moments of pride and amazement, we endure it all and we love the outcome. The outcome is the show, the glam, the spotlight. This brings me to why I'm telling you this little story. It wouldn't be right if I couldn't joke around about things. With a little help, I've been collecting some other special moments, because let's face it, the best memories are those built from laughter. So these are all called That Moment When. That moment when we're at the hotel at the Orono Clinic, and Megan runs into a highly visible wooden door in the lobby. We were in focus mode at practice, and to help rein in the girls, Randy's voice turned into a grown man's when yelling, "Knock it off!" Natasha comes from track practice injured again, and Kimberly is dressing her wound and taking a video of all of the peroxide bubbles. Michaela would hang her head and say, "You have got to be kidding me," every time there was a part in a routine that needed hip shaking or sassy walking. Madison took that huge, deep breath right before her two baton toss in front of the judges. Nothing like taking the advice of just breathe to a whole new level of obvious. Marin busting out the sprinkler move during practice like an old school dance party. Morgan having one too many Shirley Temples and got sick at the hotel before the Orono Clinic. Charlotte came to practice dressed completely in yellow and Lori almost had a heart attack. And in case remember from last year, Lori has a little phobia of yellow. Just ask Marin.
Or me.
Or Morgan.
Or the coach you're into.
Lori and I were out shopping with our girls for costumes, and Lori began taunting the yellow clothes, aka flirting with danger. At that exact moment she stopped, a display sign fell on Marin's head. Marin kept her away from yellow for the remainder of the trip for the safety of mankind. Maggie would continue to argue with herself during practices when she wasn't happy with her performance. No need to critique her because she has that covered. We had dinner at the hotel restaurant, and everyone left starving from refusing to eat raw chicken, congealed mac and cheese, or a little bit of steak tips with their salt. That was horrible. Natasha drops her baton in the sewer drain, and the town has to come and get it out for her. Thankfully, Master Splinter and Donatello were there and showed her some new kung fu moves, as you all have seen earlier this evening. Casey asked, "Could we all lay down and die?" when suggesting a sequence during the I Will Survive palm routine. Megan flailing her arms like she was trying to fly away after having a panic moment on the floor during her palm routine in front of the judges. Natasha is told once again to please stick your tongue back in your mouth when concentrating during practice. Jordan did her special L gesture during the Mean Girls routine. It didn't look so much like an L, more like something a little more naughty.
And she did it with such force.
I know. If she were here tonight, I'm sure we'd get her to demo that for you. We all wanted to get to the hotel for Mean Games first. You moms know who you are, and you all know we made it there in record time, and you're welcome. The girls paraded around like supermodels with their high-class sleeping blanket attire in the hotel lobby. Charlotte and I gave the best car ride in history by embarrassing our daughters all the way to the Oregon Toro Clinic. Yes, our Burger King pounds are cool. Casey and Marin were stalking people at the concession stands for donations at our 4th of July Speedway fundraiser.
And it worked.
It worked. Kerrigan needs spinning trials to be sure her clip-in ponytail will actually stay on her head. We're in our serious mode during a palm practice. Lindsay and Megan do cartwheels into each other and both fall down. Serious mode was pretty much out the window from that point on. Lori's pain meds from her knee surgery honestly made her think that every good idea at our clinic was her idea, even if Charlotte or I said it 2 minutes prior. Naturally, any bad ideas did belong to us. Morgan drying her hair under the hand dryer in the bathroom during our first competition so her hair could get curled. Madison arrived late to the hotel for Mean Games because she realized she forgot her baton for a baton competition, trying to get the perfect balance of bopping from Casey. Sometimes we get very into our routines and like to bounce. Lindsay discovered black lint under Morgan's arm before she headed out for her state solo. Marin got hugged by Megan from the Maniacs and was so starstruck she couldn't even function. Kerrigan winning a 10-second head start for the Easter egg hunt, then practically got run over when the rest of the girls were released. Lori and I would bring a king-size package of Reese's peanut butter cups to practice because we just knew it would be one of those nights. Natasha does her strut run-through in front of the judges in her Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle pajama pants. Megan was performing her state solo in front of the judge and stuck her tongue out at her family and friends in protest of all of their cheering. We're trying to pull in attitude for the Mean Girls routine, and Jordan being told to give us the snotty look you give your mother when she tells you to do something you don't want to. And she pretty much had it after that. Lori pulled so much grass out of the lawn that she reached a worm and moved faster than we've ever known possible. And we are told this is why she does not fish. No, she knew it was a worm and she still doesn't like that. Mary and Randy went missing because they were collecting acorns in their shirts like it was their job before the Oxford Fair performance. Megan won the Honorable Chubby Bunny contest. Lindsay's face said it all when Lori announced that for every baton drop, you will lose 5 minutes of pool time. Luckily, that girl kept it together that night.
It was like,
Death glare to anybody who dropped a baton. Maren says to Madison, well, how the heck was I supposed to catch that during a Majorette's team building exercise? Kerrigan falling out of the van when she was going to the Santa brunch. Morgan being so excited about the scavenger hunt that she was literally shaking from head to toe. Not sure how she carried her items without shaking them out of her hands. A handful of Twirl Moms inhaled a jumbo bag of licorice for dinner within 10 minutes. You know who you are. Megan and Lindsay were practically keeled over laughing when working out their gangster poses and high fives for their pom routine. During the Cuban Pete duet, the look on Morgan's face when she's told to shake those hips like you mean it because you need to keep up with Maren's. And she did very well. She did very well. Kerrigan was missed by just a smidge more than once during Megan's big team toss. Lori says, awkward, during a story she was telling on the bleachers, only to realize that her reality was a bunch of people stopping and staring at her during the very quiet time of state compulsories. Maggie shows up at a competition wearing an eye patch and we all thought it was a joke. Megan almost knocks herself out doing two baton when she swung it and hit herself in the head. Then we got to watch it over and over again thanks to Charlotte's video. Kerrigan doing a dead stick toss to the person behind her and it landed perfectly flat on top of her head. Lori goes into the Aubuchon parking lot of our fundraiser and was so happy to see Natasha that she's smiling and waving and drives right into the big yellow sign. Again, it's yellow. Maren dropped part of her costume into the toilet during a fast costume change before her next state solo event. Kimberly showed up unannounced at Lori's house to bribe her husband with Chinese food to please, please, please understand that she just has to go out one more night this week for twirling and help me with a few things at practice. And yes, folks, Chinese food does work. And that's all I have.
All right, now the moment that I know all of these girls are waiting for. Their awards and their trophies. I just need to say again how much I have enjoyed this season. It's definitely had its ups and downs. Stressful moments, good moments, but we've all pulled through, and I love you guys. And you all better come back and see me next year. All right. First off, I think we are going to get my foot out of my dress before I fall over. We are going to recognize the people who actually make this all possible for me to do. Without them, none of these girls would be here week after week. They wouldn't be practicing at home. And so I would like to take a moment and thank all of our moms. for your mom. Michelle, thank you. Kerrigan, come see me. Can you go give this to your mom? Thank you, Allison. Megan and Natasha, I love you both, so I couldn't pick. So you both come see me. Can you bring this to your mom? Thank you, Charlotte, for all you do. Oh, and actually, I do just want to take a quick moment because this one particular mom did such an outstanding job with a recent fundraiser that we had. We sold Sea Dogs tickets. And I'll admit, if it was left up to me, we would not have sold many of them. But this mom and her husband went full bore and totally sold us $500 worth of these tickets. So Ms. Charlotte, if you could come see me, I have a little thank you gift for you. And you have to open it now.
All right.
Yes, right here. Do you think I want to keep it? I'll take your tissue paper. Thank you so much. And then we have Mr. Mike, who has done all of our videotaping this season. And Natasha. If you could bring that to Mike as our thank you. Thank you, Mike.
You're welcome.
All right, Madison. If you could bring that to your mom. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you.
Michaela. You can bring that to your mom. Thank you, Jessica. Maggie. Is your mom here? Awesome. Thank you, Rhonda. You can bring that to your mom. Lindsay. Bring that to your mom. Thank you, Melissa. Casey.
Shut up.
Thank you, Carrie. And Miss
Mike.
Sharon.
We gotta run. Take care, huh? Love ya.
You can bring that to your mom.
Yeah, cheers.
Thank you, Kimberly.
Take care, huh?
Please tell me I got everybody.
Yes, it does.
Other than your own daughter.
I get the reward of doing it. Next, I want to recognize the people who helped me this year, because without you guys, none of this year would have been possible. And I just want you to know I really appreciate you. Natasha. Thank you. Maggie. Thank you. And Kimberly. Thank you so much. Next, we have a few sponsors who sponsored us this year. Not only did they sponsor us with fundraising, but they sponsored us with some exceptional items. We have Tim Hortons, we have Agron Appliances, H&R Block, thank you, huh? And we have someone here from H&R Block, correct? Come on up. Thank you very much.
You've done a fantastic job.
Thank you. And seeing how there are some faces I don't know, is anyone here from Tim Hortons, Agron Appliances, Barefoot Realty? Thank you to all of them. Save a Lot was a huge one. Special thank you to my dad and my brother for our brunch with Santa. They came down and brought us a whole pickup load of firewood that we were able to raffle off. That's huge work considering they live about 2 hours away. Very much appreciated. Dad, if you could come here, please. Aww. Thank you. And then we had a couple of grandmothers who just outdo themselves sometimes. You know how Nanas are and Nana Grammies. So if Nana and Nana Grammy could come see me, please. Oh, don't even try to play shy. I spent the night in a hotel with you two.